People who believe they're broken and unworthy don't build communities. They just build churches. Part of the reason I began teaching on the psychological cost of accepting the negative programming of Christianity is that I saw how our communities were suffering economically. In my city, the poorest communities have the biggest and most churches. I couldn't help but notice that. Around the world, Christian countries with indigenous populations were some of the poorest populations in countries. I couldn't help but notice the correlation. Racism and white supremacy played its part, but there was something more. There was a common denominator that we were missing. It hit me. It was the psychological beatdown of so many people. The constant bombardment of negative affirmations in the name of being humble and not prideful. Affirmations like, I'm nothing without God. I am a wretch. I am broken. I am a sinner born in iniquity. I am a filthy rag, etc. These affirmations were being repeated in Black churches around the world on any given Sunday. I realized that unless this programming was addressed, there would be very little wealth building and entrepreneurship in these communities because people that accept these beliefs would not have the confidence to start a business in those communities. Even if they did, they wouldn't be able to sustain themselves during the difficult phases of business development. When a person has low self-esteem, any lesson that could be learned during difficult times becomes confirmation of the negative self-image and your unworthiness rather than an opportunity to grow. Why? Because our outer world reflects our inner world. That's a basic and empowering Kemetic teaching. Our communities reflect the negative affirmations and mental beatdowns. They're broken. They have nothing. They are wretched in many cases. It's pretty apparent to see that what builds churches do not build people and communities. Again, I state the ancient Kemetic Science universal law. What is within will be reflected without. Or another way to say it is, what you put out is what you get back. We need to build self-sustaining communities all around the world. But to do this, we must first build ourselves and our people from within. My work offers a different perspective that starts from the inside out. White supremacy and racism is not the problem. In America, we had self-sustaining communities during segregation. We had to because there was no choice. In those times, land and resources were being stolen, but we still persevered in spite of the racism. But that negative Christian programming is a whole nother ball game. When you've been programmed to accept, argue for, and affirm your limitations, no one outside of you needs to do anything to keep you down. You will do it yourself. A well-known African proverb states, when there is no enemy within, the enemy without can do no harm. I don't care to argue and debate over the historicity of Jesus. It's a waste of time. The real issue for me is the belief in our communities that he is needed in order to fix or save us. The belief that without this white God, we cannot do it for ourselves. For me, it's not about bashing Christianity or Christians. Why? Because we of the African diaspora need to rewire our minds for success and to build ourselves so that we can build our communities. It cannot and will not happen any other way. Any business that is started has a personal development plan attached to the business plan. But if you believe you are nothing and broken, you will never have the courage to step out of your comfort zone and begin to build anything. Not even yourself. It's universal law. It's time to unlearn the negative programming and insert ideals that will build you rather than tear you down. You're not broken. You're gods and goddesses worthy of greatness. You can build way more than churches. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video with anyone that will be expanded and uplifted by it.